Alright, how's it going, guys? We are back. And I went and grabbed a bunch of saplings that I had in my box and made a whole bunch of plant matter out of it. So we're going to throw that over here and turn that all into ethanol. And today we're going to make some concrete. Well, we're going to make the setup to make concrete and make a little bit. But let's first start with getting this. Yeah, I figured that was going to happen. I really need to get to an apatite vein so I can get some sulfur or some phosphorus and make me some matches. Or, the other option, which is get off my lazy butt and get my distillation tower done, since I have a bunch of lighters around here. And then I will be able to fill my lighters. Except I need a canning machine, and I think a canning machine needs a circuit. Let's look, because I don't remember. Yep, it needs one circuit. So no canning machine without circuits. Alright, anyways, let's get this started. And now we can make more. Why is my game lagging all of a sudden? There we go, that's better. Now we can make more biomass and make more ethanol. And we're going to set up 2 mixers today. So we're going to set up over here. And the mixers take items in from the left, and fluids will go out the back. So we might actually want to move this out just a bit. Yeah, let's move this out just a little bit. We'll go there and there. Like so. Yeah, this thing should be busy for quite a while. And we need the 2 mixers on top of that. And this is why we're making the ethanol, is because I want to use diesel engines for my mixers instead of boilers. I normally set up boilers for my first mixers, and it's really annoying to do so because you got to wait for them to heat up. So this way I don't have to do that. I can just use diesels. They will be a little bit wasteful, but we'll be alright with that. Alright, so now for the concrete. I like it that he's made it now where you click on it and it'll actually show you the wet concrete to the light gray no matter what color you click on. When you go to the dryer, it's wet concrete and it shows you that, and then you can go this, and that's how you bathe them and get them to the color you want. But what we're looking for is the wet concrete, and we need concrete dust and water. So that is going to be done in this one, and we already have our water right here. So we can go ahead and mixer takes fluids in which side? Fluids in top, or it can go in the left, but that's where our items are going in, so we need the water in the top. So we'll just run this line up here. By the way, I got a whole bunch more rubber done, so I will be in the live stream on Tuesday, changing most of these copper pipes out for rubber again. So I can get that back. Alright, so now we should have our water in there, which we do. Let's go ahead and put our wall back, as much of it as we can. And then we're going to need item pipes. And we're going to have, this is going to be the input, which is from the left. And it's going to come out, items out on the right. Alright, so simply from here into there. And then we're going to need the items in over here, which means I need to go get a chest that I completely forgot to grab. And wrong chest. There we go. Chest. Alright, now we can just throw this right there. Now, another important thing we have to do is we have to open the bottom of both of these, because the output is this. This is output for the waste gas, which is CO2. And if it's set into a block, it will not be able to output, so we need a block under it. I will be setting up to capture the CO2 eventually, but for right now, we're not really worried about it. And we're going to do this. This is going to be our input for our ethanol, which we're going to run back like that. And we want it open here on the front, so we can wrench it open and closed as we need to. Alright, and now we're going to have to get the fluid out of the back here, and we need to run it into a dryer. And I don't really want to move the dryer, so what we're going to do is we're going to turn it on. We're going to get it running, and somewhere right here, the water goes in right there. So let's get our, yep, that's what we need. We need to break that connection right there, so the water is no longer going in. So that'll start using up the water we have here in our dryer. And we're going to run a very janky looking pipe. I know everybody's going to hate this, but we're going to run a pipe from here up over top, just so I don't have to move that dryer. Let's get my scaffold here. And we can just go up like so. And then across here. This will also give us plenty of excess pipe to hold our concrete to. And hey, I did get that over top. I was worried I didn't go up high enough, but I definitely did. Alright, so right over top of that. Now, this one I did not go up high enough for. Alright, so this is good and dry, so we can put our tag in there, set to 0. And for right now, we don't need to see what's in those. Dryer, can it be force-fed into the left? Items in. Fluids can go in the left. Perfect. So as long as we're piping it in, we can go in the left, which is what we want to do. So there we go. That's now connected. And we're just going to leave it on for the moment. And I need to go get one more chest for the output there. I really should keep them in my backpack because I'm always needing them. And you just place that in the wrong place. There we go. Alright, so now we need to get the stuff that needs to go inside, which we're going to take a bunch of this dark ash, and that's going to go in here. Wrong chest. Alright, we're going to throw all this dark ash in here. We're also going to come over and we have a butt ton of limestone we've been doing from all of that crappy chisel limestone that nobody likes because it looks god awful ugly. Just want to throw that in there. You'll see both of those automatically go into their slots in there. And then we're going to grab a few stacks of gravel. And we're going to chuck it in there as well. Now, I'm not doing this in any semblance of organized amounts. I'm just chucking them in there. Now we need to get the ethanol barrel, which is this one. And since we're going to have the ethanol for a little bit, let's go ahead and shut both of these down so we're not wasting creosote. And now we can just put this on top of there, and you'll see both mixers will start running. This one is doing its recipe. It's doing 9 at a time because we use gravel instead of using stone dust. You can use stone dust if you want, but it'll get a bunch done at one time if you do it this way. So there you go. Now it's going to turn on the other one. We have 40 concrete dust. It's going to do 4 at a time. And our light, did I put that on the right place? I put that on the wrong place. Why did I connect that to the side? That definitely does not go there. It goes here. There we go. So now we should see it come out of there. And we come over here. And we now have wet concrete getting turned into light gray concrete blocks. And these are spawn proof, just like every other GregTech block. They get done very, very quickly, and they are great for building with. They basically just use all of the junk stuff that we don't really need. Holy crap, that's a lot of things to kill. Alright, so I'll show you what they look like in here. That's where we're going to be building them. And when you break them, they do not turn into any kind of cobble. You can make facades out of them for AE2. You can also make small marble tiles. That's marble. Why am I looking at marble? That's not the right thing. Concrete. There we go. And you can, this is what I was looking for. You can also make panels just like wood stuff with some screws. And you can reinforce it if you want it to be more blast proof. And if you're using open modular turrets and you want their hard wall, you can just stick a bolt in it, and that'll give you your hard wall tier 2. You can make slabs from it. You can shapelessly craft it into hard wall tier 1, and you can bathe it into all the different colors. So pick a color, you can bathe it into it. You just need flower dye or chemical dye. I'm sure works as well. I'm actually looking for one that says there's the water mix dye. And I don't see the chemical dye, but the water mix and the flower both work. And you can make any color that you choose. And I may make like a dark gray for me, or we might just use white, since what we're going to be building out there is our acid lab. I guess white wouldn't be too bad of an idea, but I'll probably use some extra dark ash, because we can use this here as dye. If we take this and we mix it, there should be a mixing recipe in here. Man, there are way too many recipes. But I do believe we can mix this into generify it into regular ashes. Yeah, I should be able to mix this with water and get dark gray dye. I think we did that once before, but trying to find that recipe is almost impossible. Well, let's try it here real quick. Grab my measuring pot here. We'll pull that out of there. And then, that's the wrong one. I need a mixing bowl. Put that back in there. So, actually, what I need to do is I need to get the little bit that's in there out of there. Because that is using light gray dye. And we can dump this one over there. And you know what? Just get this out of here. It'll be easier. Alright, so now if I take this, I put it in there, and there we go. There is gray dye. So, not light gray, but dark gray. If I want black, I have to use ink. But regular gray will be fine. It's more of a concrete-y look. And then what I'm going to do, since this is all done, is just disconnect that. Oh, it wasn't done. It was full of stuff. Okay. So I'm just going to let these run. Not go the wrong way. And when they're done running, I can just disconnect like this. The engines will finish running whatever fuel they have in them. That's the wasteful part. But you can see we had 14 when we started. We're only at 13 now. So we're not going through ethanol that fast. And if we end up going through it too fast, we can always hook it up to the pipe over here and turn those back on. But I don't think with the amount we have in here that we're going to go through all that. We do definitely need more water, because we are not getting water in here fast enough. So I will have to change out some pipes for that. But we have already got all of that concrete done. That'll give us tons to build with. Anyways, that is it for today. Sorry about Friday's missing video. I had a screw up in scheduling. But we should be back on normal schedule this week. I will see you guys on Tuesday for the live stream, and we will get started building. Have a good one. Take it easy. And as always, thanks to my channel members and patrons. See ya.